Get to know Nikki, scene 1, take 1. Marker, action.
Hey guys, Nikki here with Tripp Films. Today we thought it would be fun to do a little get to know you interview. So here we go. Okay, this is a question I get a lot. I actually went to film school at the University of Texas, Film Horns. And after I graduated, I got into wedding videography for a few years. Also did some freelance work on the side, and I was newly married at the time, and I just didn't want to spend all my weekends away from my new husband. So we moved to Houston in 2015. I knew absolutely no one here, so I started going to all these networking events and creative meetups. When people found out I did video, they soon asked me to start doing video work for their brands and businesses, and I fell in love with it. I just love the story aspect of the people behind the brand and being able to showcase other people's passion and what they do. I love getting to hear people's stories and seeing the behind the scenes of what goes into this amazing thing that they've created. And so it was a really good fit, and I have loved every second of it. I started Tripp Films in 2016. At the time, I just started it as a one-woman show, just wanting to be able to tell other people's stories in beautiful and cinematic ways. Since then, I've grown a ton. I've learned a lot, and my aspirations have grown a lot. And so 2 of my goals for Tripp Films are to have at least 2 studios, one in Houston and one in Austin. My second goal is to be able to one day open up a film studio where we can shoot in an aesthetically beautiful space, but also have really amazing sound, because that is something that has been so hard for me to find here in Houston and in Austin as a filmmaker. So I would love to be able to open up a studio here in Houston for that purpose and be able to shoot there for our own projects, and then also rent it out to other filmmakers in the area. Can you hear the screaming kids in the background? I cannot believe there's a summer camp going on the day that we decided to film. I think the biggest thing I do to stay creative is to take time to rest, which can be very hard as a business owner. Everybody who's watching this that's a business owner can relate, but it's so important to have that time away from the business and away from the constant thinking about accounting and like systems and even like the film schedules and everything that comes with running your business. Rest may look different in whatever season of life and business I'm in, but having some sort of rhythm of rest in whatever that season is has been super beneficial for my personal life and for my business. Of course, I love to spend time with my family. I love cooking. I have a little garden in the backyard that I love to take care of. And now that my daughter, June, is a little toddler, she likes to help me out there, which is super fun. We like to go on walks together in the neighborhood before it turned deadly hot this summer. I enjoy exercise. I'm like part of the Peloton cult. I love reading. I love watching movies, of course. We love to travel. We used to love road trips before we had a daughter. Now those aren't so much fun anymore, but maybe I'll get to do one in the future without her. Okay, my ideal vacation is anywhere in Italy. We've been to Rome and Florence, and it was absolutely beautiful. I would love to go back to Capri or the Amalfi Coast, somewhere where it's warm and beautiful. But yeah, anywhere in Italy would be my ideal vacation. Many people may be surprised to know that I have a classic car. It belongs to me, not to me and my husband. Well, no, it does belong to us, but it was my car originally. My dad surprised me with a 1966 Mustang when I was 16 years old, and it has been a journey with that car. That's all I'll say. Me and my husband are both obsessed with Formula One, which is car racing. It is very different from NASCAR, if that's what you're thinking. We both got into it during the pandemic while watching the Netflix documentary, Drive to Survive. What really drew us in was all the personalities within the sport. It's kind of this crazy group of people that get together, and like there's just so much craziness. I don't even know how to describe it other than craziness that goes on within the drama of the sport. There's also a lot of strategy that goes into the planning of the races, what goes on during the races, and so it's just, there's so many different aspects that I'm constantly learning about and still trying to figure out. Right now we're kind of in the middle of the season, so that kind of rules our life. The races are always on Sunday, and they're usually in Europe, so they happen like early in the morning. So it's like a tradition for me and Jordan to watch them either during nap time, when we can watch them in peace, or in the evenings we'll pop popcorn and watch it together. Honestly, most of what I listen to is the Armchair Expert podcast. They have so many episodes that come out now that that's like the majority of my Spotify playlist. Also, Taylor Swift is always on the playlist too.
I do agree.
Yep. So, you know, June loves all that kids music, and it's so terrible. And so I've gotten her into the record player, which means we can't listen to kids music. And we have like several Taylor records. And so now she's like, Taylor. She wants to listen to Taylor on the record player. It's very cute. This one's a hard one because I have two favorite foods. One is chips and salsa, and one is ice cream. I think that I would get tired of chips and salsa, but I would never get tired of ice cream, so ice cream. I wasn't expecting that one. I thought it was gonna be an easy one. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the thing I love most about what I do is getting to meet lots of cool people and hear their stories. Like, that's just kind of the dream. And so my job is exactly that, meeting cool people and hearing their stories. Beach. Classic. Oh no. For now, Houston. Sony. This is another toughie. Like, overall movies, but it changes. Like in this season, books is probably what I lean to most. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, and I would love to get to know you guys too. So feel free to answer any of these questions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Cuts.
That's a wrap.